The old me constantly was worrying, thinking and stressing about money. Can I spend this? Can I go there? Can I do this? What bills are coming out? What money do I actually have left? Oh my God, there might be 600 in my account, but actually I need to minus 345 because that needs to come out for that. I need to hold that. Hi guys, I'm Ren. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about making life easier for the girlies. This video is all about organising your finances in a way that helps you to stop stressing about them and actually ignore money, not think about it constantly, because thinking about money constantly is not healthy, especially when it's linked to stress and anxiety. And your girl knows ball, because she definitely was stressed and she was definitely anxious about money. And I wouldn't even say it's 100% calm, but we're definitely climbing up that hill shortly. So here are some tips and tricks that I've used to help me organize my money, automate my money, and stop stressing about my money. 1, stop trying to have one forever budget. I was doing a budget at maybe the start of the year when it's January, I'm feeling unmotivated and being like, right, that's my budget. But life doesn't work like that, because in December it's Christmas, in February it's my daughter's birthday, then she might need school uniform. Oh no, and now she's chipped her shoes. Oh, and then there's a school trip, just life, as we all know. So now I do a budget every month, and some months it's a copy and paste situation. I use Fudgit, by the way, which is absolutely amazing. You can duplicate budgets, copy budgets, it adds it all up, it does all the maths. But I use that, and every month I do a new budget, and sometimes I do it on the same budget, but I'll just retitle it October, November, whatever it is. And some months it stays pretty the same, but some months it might be like, right, I've got a holiday this month, this Christmas, and I need to buy a uniform this month. So now I can alternate and switch up things and amount, so I actually don't feel stressed and I'm prepared for what is happening this month, instead of feeling like I'm failing because actually there's this spend in this month and now the budget doesn't budget for it, so now it's all a mess and the mental load, I can't. So have a new budget every single month. I do my budget literally just before payday, sit down 10 minutes on my phone, nice and easy. Like I said, Fudgit app is everything. Sit down, do my budget, and that way I know what's going on for that month. I can factor it in, I can look at my diary, I can plan for my money that month and every single month. To give every pound somewhere to live. When the girlies were talking about sinking pots, I said I can't, it's too much, it's given a lot, but I've started to use them and it is the best thing ever. So secondary to your budget, have pots that you put in every single month. So for example, I've got a life and events pot. That is just miscellaneous. That is what it is. It's for life and events. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to pop up. Don't know who's going to have a birthday or say, oh, let's go out, girls' night, whatever. That is just generally money that is miscellaneous. So I put 50 to 80 pounds in there every single month. Then I'll have specific pots, like Christmas pot, birthday pot, holiday pot, emergency pot. So these pots are getting topped up every single month. And literally, even if it's £20 in that pot, that is okay. Start somewhere. But now when that thing arises, it's like, oh, that's cool. I was in a situation where I was getting anxiety about birthdays because, oh my God, it's £50 or £60 for a meal. Then I've got to buy a little gift. It's looking like £100 or £150 off the bat. And I'm having no pot for this. And it was getting a lot, especially when you have a month with a few birthdays. So I decided, do you know what? We need these pots, because now a birthday comes up and I'm excited. I'm thinking about what I'm going to wear, because I'm like, actually, the money's sitting there. It's sitting right there and I don't have to do much but take money out of that pot. 3, automate everything you can. Debt, automate it. It goes out every single month. Set amount to whatever account. Savings, automated. Investments, automated. My pots, I'm not gonna lie, I can't automate those. So if someone's figured out how to automate them, let me know in the comments. But even that, I have quite a strict routine. As soon as I get paid, my pots go out straight away. So it's more or less automated in terms of I'm not trying to allocate to pots halfway through the month, because it's not gonna happen. So as soon as that money hits my account, a lot of my direct debits and my investment, savings, debt payments all go, and then I'll allocate to my pot, and then is what is left. For my favorite one, give yourself a pot you can actually spend, because I was at a point where I was trying to over budget max, and then I actually haven't got a pot to spend. I'm still stressed out. So after all my pots and my debt and my investments and my savings and all of that stuff has gone out, I am left with a pot to spend. And my pot to spend might be different to your pot to spend. My pot to spend consists of food shopping, petrol, everyday necessities, just my bits and bobs that for the month. So when I'm going into Tesco or when I'm doing something, that is my pot for the month. And obviously if I need to top that pot up with my sinking funds because I need to buy my little pair of shoes or it's someone's birthday, that's absolutely fine. I can do that, but I've actually got a pot to spend. I did try and split this pot into weekly, and it was stressing me out because some weeks I was going over, which was fine because some weeks I'd go under, but mentally it was just doing a lot for my brain. So now actually having a pot for the month and just monitoring that pot to the point where I'm now looking at it every day, because sometimes I forget that I've bought 2 coffees. And do you know what I mean? No, we need to be watching the account. So now I will definitely check my account and see, right, the pot's on target, we're going all right, or do you know what, we're doing a really good this month, or actually we're overspending, so we need to have a no spend week. But actually have a pot that you can spend, and have a fun pot as well if you want. I don't have that. That's my life and events pot, but get creative with the pots. I see girls have pots for deodorant and hair products and skin products, and to be honest, it's not a bad idea. It's one I'm considering. So if you've got one, let me know, because I'm not gonna lie, my hair care and face care, skincare is quite expensive. So actually having a pot for when those things run out is not a bad idea. But let me know what pots you've got in the comments, because a girl needs all the tips and tricks, and I'll see you next week.